Hey guys, here we are at DC Autotronics in Escondido, California, 760-715-2404 or dc.autotronics@gmail.com. I am going to go over a few amps that we're getting a lot of emails and phone calls about. Why? Because it's very inexpensive and they put a lot of power. So for those of you that are new to DC Autotronics, welcome. For those of you that have been following, hopefully we can give you more insight and help you with your setup, so to speak, with what you have, either with the Phantoms or thinking about having the new VFL AUDIO Hybrids from American Bass. Well, let's start with the big bad boys first. I know I always start from the bottom, but let's start with the Phantoms and so on and so forth. The Phantom 4000 does approximately 2,000 RMS at 90% efficiency. And also, for you guys wondering where the hell's your bass knobs when you get these amplifiers from either from us or whoever it is, they do not come with bass knobs. They are sold separately. It doesn't matter who you buy it from or who you heard it from. They are sold separately, so don't forget to ask for that. And it, again, if you're not familiar, it has a 4-aught input. This has been around now for 3 years. This is the new VFL audio line from American Bass. This is the 4800.1, which does 2400 RMS at 1 ohm, and which comes in a 1-aught input. This amplifier here does 2400 RMS at 95% efficiency. So again, this is a new amp, came out just this year. What do we think about it? I think it's badass. For the amount of money and the efficiency, man, the thing is just fabulous. Let's jump over to the smaller brother of the two, which is the 2800.1, which also comes in a 1-aught input. I don't have the Phantom 2500 here, I apologize. The Phantom 2500 does approximately 1200 RMS at 90% efficiency. This amplifier will do 1300 RMS at 95% efficiency. And then we'll jump over to the Phantom 1600, which you guys are very familiar with. And then you have the VFL AUDIO 1900.1, which has a 4-aught input, which is pretty impressive. So this amplifier does 900 RMS at 95%. This will do 800 at 90% efficiency. Then you have, of course, the 250x4, which will do 150 RMS at 2 ohms and roughly 100 RMS at 4 ohms. Again, this is a 4-channel. And then you have, of course, the old Phantom 4100, which does 60 RMS at 4 ohms and 80 RMS at 2 ohms by 4. So here's some speakers that we brought out, hopefully to help you guys give you better understanding how much power does it make and can it do this? It can, but again, you will not see the full potential of any of these speakers that you see here with these amps. It's just not powerful enough, but they will do the RMS power. So if you guys are looking to do more than RMS power, highly recommend you get a different amp. Of course, it'll run your tweeters, and of course, your CV, your super tweeters. How many can you run? Well, it's all going to depend on your ohm load and so on and so forth. So let's back down to the two smaller amps. What you see here is the new XD series, which has the red stitching for American Bass, which is pretty cool, makes them a little bit stronger, so on and so forth. And then the XD8, which has been around since grandma times. But these two amps will run a pair of these and smaller, which we just don't have. But again, these will run XD and smaller series. Then we'll jump over to the VFL 900, the VFL 2800.1 and the Phantom 2500, but we just don't have it. It will also, those two amps will run TNTs or smaller. Okay, so you can even run some VFLs, GN series, or a pair of TNTs. I don't recommend 15s. Just stay with your 12s and 10s. All right, guys. If you have any questions, let me know on that. And then we'll jump over to, and then also this amplifier will run a pair of VFL 8s. I wouldn't recommend HD 8s. They're just underrated and just need a lot of power. All right, man. And then we'll jump over to your guys' big bad boys. The 4800.1 does 2400 and the Phantom does 2K. Do I recommend these subs? No. But guys keep asking us, hey, will it work? Yes. Even though they're underrated subs, it will work. As long as you guys can create the voltage for these two amplifiers, you will have enough power to get really freaking close to RMS with these subs. And for those of you that are not familiar with these subs, well, check our videos and take a look at them. This is the XFL and this is the VFL Stealth, both rated at 1,000, but they're underrated, man. Here at DC Autotronics, we rate them more like 1,250 each. So 1,250 each RMS. So again, well, these two amps, even the VFL 4480, which you don't see here, yes, they will run these subs, guys. Either 1 or 2. Now again, they will not see its full potential, but it will do the trick. Be careful when you run the VFL or smaller on these amps because it does put out a lot of power. It may not be really strong power, but it's still pretty good power. So hopefully that helped you guys out. Now, as far as battery goes, we use our Backcap 800 on our VFL Audio 2800.1 or our Phantom 2500.1 or even the 2680, the VFL 2680. Because you need to, man. These things still need to see some juice. These two amplifiers here, and again, even the VFL 4480, which you don't see here, I highly recommend you get something larger than an X2000. That's our Backcap X2000. So if you're not familiar with it, Google it, do your research, and hopefully that'll help you out. The reason you want such a large battery, guys, because these need power, man. They really do. That's just the way they're built. If you guys run these underpowered, you may fall into some issues where you'll hear some clipping going on in your subs because these amps aren't seeing juice, therefore you're not going to create power, and of course these subs can't run them under power, guys. All right, man, hopefully that helped you guys out. Really quick, give you a little video of the new VFL catalog and the new American bass catalog. Pretty cool. I like it. Also, stay tuned. You're looking at the new Godfathers, which we will be doing some more video later on. Stay tuned for that. All right, you guys. Hopefully that helped you out when it comes to power versus RMS and what subwoofers we recommend and what subwoofers would you have. The T&T is still a pretty good seller throughout. So again, hopefully this will help you out. If you do want to run these subwoofers on T&T series, absolutely it'll work. Absolutely. But we're just giving you the most power that these amplifiers can push. So again, if you haven't been watching the videos, the T&Ts can be run on these two amps here. All right, fellas, and anyone else that's watching DC Autotronics, we really appreciate you guys' loyalty and subscriptions. Stay tuned, you guys. We got some cool stuff coming. We've also got some cool product coming from Shock Industries and even Sound Digital. Stay tuned, guys.